What's up, guys? Bill here. In this video, I'm going to talk about a setup called the Sad Panda. This is something that was coined by the guys over at StockTalkWeekly, Stock Talk Insiders, Bracco, and TSDR. And if the name didn't give it away, it's a bearish setup. And the cool thing about this setup is it can be traded on lower and higher time frames. So you can day trade it on like a 5-minute chart, or you can swing it using daily. And we're going to talk about the latter here, daily setups, because they're starting to pop up a little bit across the market going into Monday, January 8th. And so it just felt like a timely video to talk about. So this setup, essentially what you're looking for on the daily or a lower time frame chart, is a stock that's trending up, respecting the 9 and 20 EMA, but eventually sells below them, confirms below, and then starts to kind of consolidate in a tight, bearish flag sort of look, is respecting them. And you're going to want to take your entry, somewhere as close to the EMAs that you can get. Your risk would be closing back over the 9 EMA. And what you're looking for, to take profit is basically a breakdown of the consolidation, a rejection of these EMAs, and a flush. Now, this is Apple, and obviously this kind of dump is not something you can expect. This was a news-based dump, but the setup is what we're looking at here. It's a stock that's trading up. It's strong. It's respecting the EMAs. It starts to roll over, closes below both the 9 and the 20. And then pushes back in for your entry. Here's where you would take your swing entry, and you'd just be taking profit when you're happy as the move trends down and keeps respecting the EMAs. So let's look at some examples that are setting up for next week that we hope can get a nice downward move as well. There's a few. ZS we have. Here's your look, right? Trending stock. One of the leaders back few weeks ago in the cybersecurity. All these names were very strong in respecting, but now we've got the gap down unfilled, bearish, bear gap unfilled, another big stick flush on volume that got us closed below the EMAs. And now we're in a nice tight flag here. With these flags, you're looking for at least a couple days, right? So these two, you could start to look to get in here. But now we've got 3 days of a tight flag. And what I really like too about this one is the wicks up, right? So ideally, you want to try to get in closer to the EMAs so that you're not taking too much of a risk on a daily close back over the 9. But this is a great look here. And we want to see a flush, right? So you just need to find places on your chart that look like realistic targets for profit. There's a lot of wicks up here on these candles that you could look to target highs from previous days. You could pull up maybe some MAs or something like that. Look for anchored VWAPs, draw some fibs, target whole numbers, 205, right? 200 on the way down. Whatever works for you. Pins is another good one. As you can see, same idea, right? Previously strong stock, respecting the 9 and 20 EMAs, gaps down, unfilled, another weak day here, but it did hold the 20 at first, then we started gapping down, and now we've got 3 days of closes below the 20. And honestly, the best time to enter this one was probably on Friday when it popped into the 9, but we'll see what it does on Monday. It's still really tight with the 20, and we like that. Now here's another one that looks good, but it's going to gap down. It's Boeing, right? If you haven't paid attention, there was an incident with one of their planes over the weekend, Alaskan Airlines, door fell off of it, and they had to emergency land, and now all those planes, the 737s, are under scrutiny, FAA grounding them to inspect. So this is going to gap, but it's just, you want to train your eyes to see these setups and get used to looking at them so you can execute, right? Strong stock, respecting, big sticks down on volume, low volume flag back in, a really nice entry Friday. If you wanted to start the swing there, and if you knew about this setup ahead of time and you had your eyes on it, man, you're going to get paid with some nice luck. But hey, luck comes to those who prepare and are in ahead of time a lot of the time. So closing up here at highs, but it's going to be rejecting these EMAs and opening probably sub 240 on Monday. So just a nice quick video of a simple setup, guys, that you can trade intraday to day trade on 5-minute charts. You can use the day, the daily to day trade too. Like you could look, you know, at, let's go back to Apple. You don't have to hold overnight. Let's say that you got in here, right? Nice scalp. The next day, same thing. You enter towards the 9, flushes all the way down. You know, let's see, about $1.25 move, all right? And for a day trade, you don't have to hold overnight. I do like to use them for swings to give me a little more time to catch moves like this and what we're going to see on BA and stuff like that. But nice little simple setup, I think, that'll help you guys out, especially when you start to notice things, trends emerging, right? When these type of patterns start to show up across various stocks, various sectors. You know, we had industrials, social media, cybersecurity, big tech. I mean, lots of different names, right? So you start to notice those across different sectors. It might be a little bit of a hint that there's some more pullback coming, but we'll see. Hopefully that helps, guys. If you have any questions about this setup, just leave a comment or find me on Twitter and I'll help you out.